Hi there. Congratulations on a great run here at Game Changers. With no more VCT Open qualifiers for the rest of this year, are there other open qualifier events coming up that you guys are looking forward to in the near future?
Yeah, we have a couple of like co-ed 10K events that we'll be playing in. I know later this month we have an invitational we'll be playing in as well, and I think everyone's really excited to see where this team goes. I think it's so obvious to tell like how much progress we've made in such a short amount of time, and we're gonna try and take that into co-ed events like NSG events, Pittsburgh Night events. Any other like ragtag qualifiers or open co-ed events we find.
Let's go to Jess next.
Hey guys, congratulations. You guys had an awesome tournament. Speaking of Nerd Street Gamers, that's where I'm reporting from. My name is Jessica Scharna. You guys took a map off of C9, and it's the first map that anyone has taken off of C9 in the playoff brackets. How does it feel to be the first team to be able to take a map off of C9?
Anybody else anything today?
Kind of normal. You go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like taking a map off another team. We can't really treat them like anything special. Like, yeah, they're dominating, but we just gotta be better. Change history. Prove that C9 White's not unbeatable. Anybody can beat them. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think the more important moment is when we take the series off them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Taking a map is just a map.
Taking maps cool, but we've done it before. We did it today again. It's just kind of.
We're not yet satisfied.
Yeah.
Let's go to Lynn at Run It Back.
Hello, everyone, and also I extend my congrats on making it into the finals. So you all looked much more confident this time around compared to your last matchup. You did many things like force buying and just winning amazing duels. So what gave you the confidence this time around?
Winning more than 2 rounds in the first half.
We knew we had nothing to lose, so I guess the matchup yesterday we were a bit like more hesitant, and this time around we were just like, we literally have nothing to lose, like let's just give it our all, like let's not be afraid to take fights, let's not be afraid of force. And so we just kind of like ran it down and weren't scared, and it showed that we won a lot more rounds.
Yeah, I think the whole team was kind of not on their A game yesterday. I think they were a little bit in their own heads, and we had a pretty long talk today before the match, and we kind of decided, like win or lose, we just do it together and we never give up. So it's just about believing in yourself, and if we were going to lose, we wanted it to be on our terms, and we did exactly that. And even though we're not happy that we didn't win, I'm extremely proud of the team for how they handled themselves in this finals. It's not easy. It was a lot of pressure, to be honest. We kind of took that pressure away because we kind of said, win or lose, we just do it together. And I've played with players that have like 10 years experience that don't have a mental that could stay as strong as these girls did. So I'm extremely proud of them. And I think if anything, this is just going to fuel us in the future. We're just going to keep working hard, get back in the server, and come back stronger.
Let's go to Pedro next.
Hello, everyone. Commiserations on the grand finals loss. I mean, during the series, besides winning that map during the series, you guys took Cloud9 nearly to the limit, especially in that first map in which you guys were ahead around 8-2 during the first half. So had those kinds of things and other sort of events happened in your favor, how much of a momentum would that have played to the entire series?
Well, it's hard to tell. I think we all know that we should have or could have won Icebox, but being the start of the series, it was nothing to dwell on. We just had to keep going. To be honest, we don't like practice ascent. It was
a permanent like ban for this tournament. So if Icebox had gone our way, our momentum probably would have kept going into Ascent, even though we don't play it. I still think we put up such a good fight. And that could have changed the whole outcome of the series from being 3-1 in their favor to 3-1 in our favor. I think the only map that seems like we got truly like, you know, beat on was that last map on Bind. They have a really strong Bind. But every other map, if you watch it back, if you watch back those clutches or the 2-on-2s or the 3-on-3s, it could have been a 3-0 Shopify. It could have been a 3-0 Cloud9. It could have been a 3-1 Shopify. It was just such a close day.
Let's go to Rick at Checkpoint next.
Hey guys, thanks so much for being here today. Now, a quick question of just essentially, this is now the third big tournament that we've seen women competing in. What do you think it's going to take women's Valorant to the next stage? Like, what is the thing that's going to really propel women into the forefront and not have it be like what some people see as like a step below just the men's tournaments?
I don't think there's any one particular thing. I think it's kind of a slow and steady road. And I think if we continue on, like what Riot's doing with Valorant, I think is really cool. I think as long as they keep doing events like this, and what I would like to see is like, you know, like a world event similar to like Masters, like, you know, with the co-ed teams like we saw in Berlin. I think an event like that would really help. But this alone, like, this event was really fun to watch, and like this last match was like so cool. And I think as long as we keep having events like this and keep promoting it, I just think it's going to get bigger and bigger. I can't think of any like one thing. I just don't think it's that easy. I think it's just like a slow growth in the scene, to be honest.
Okay, let's go to Bonnie next.
Hi. First of all, congratulations on a very well-fought final. So I know you've said that winning Haven was not such a big deal to you because, you know, it's just one map. But after the first half, you guys really sort of came online, I suppose. So can you talk through your mentality going into the second half and how you changed things up there?
Yeah, we just the other day, the half was 2-10 on Haven against C9. And this time it was 4-8. And I told everyone, I said, guys, we got double the breathing room this time. And we knew our defense is quite strong, especially when everyone gets fired up. And that pistol round at 4-8, I got a 4K, which got everyone fired up. And then Cloud9 4 spot. And that was a mistake against me because I was feeling it at that point. Got another 4K. And then at that point, the game is already back. Since they 4 spot, the game is already back to 7-8, like just like that. And Valorant's a very momentum-based game, especially Haven. The way that map is designed, it's pretty bad. Almost said profanity, but it just allows you to just roll, right? Everyone started turning up. Lori started making big calls. Diana was making big plays. Like Vanessa was stalling them with Asher Util. Kayla had good setups. It was just super simple for us to get back on the horse and stay in it.
Love it, KP. Never change. Scott, you're next.
Right. So what would you say is sort of the possibility of potentially a Game Changers LAN event down the line? And what would you guys do differently? And I know you guys are really hoping for it. I think we all are. What would you guys do differently in terms of preparation, doing an offline event compared to an online one?
Did you say the preparation?
Yes.
If anything, I think we would just scrim together, like in this facility, and get used to being on LAN with each other, and just do our regular practice schedule. Honestly, for preparing for a LAN, really the only thing that you can do is, just being together is like the biggest thing. And a lot of times just going to LANs is like really the only thing that can help you. Everyone's different. Some people perform better at a LAN. Some people, get a little nervous. But either way, just, playing together, I think is really the only way to prep for something like that. I don't think in terms of like strategy or like practice schedule, I don't think anything would really change.
All right, last two questions. Jess, you're first.
You said that you had a talk today. Can you go a little bit more into detail about what kind of things you talked about before the match?
Just deathball them their ass. That was honestly, that was the talk we had. The other day when we played them, we were just so scared, so hesitant. It was like we were just playing not to lose. And today it was like, F it, nothing to lose. Just go back to our normal play style. Just disrespect them. Like, there's no reason to give them the respect when like they have everything to lose and the expected result. You looked on a betting website and the match odds were 20-1 for us to win. So there's literally zero expectation. Just run at them. Just run at them. Hold W and shoot them. Shoot their bodies. Like, and you saw on Icebox, they started getting scared. We were up 8-4 and they started nervous. They started calling tack pauses. All we had to do was close out the game. I mean, that was basically what we talked about. Just run at them.
Yeah, we reviewed the Cloud9 game from yesterday, and it was pretty clear to all of us that, it's not really how we usually play. Like, it was pretty clear that we were in our own heads and that it was like very much a mental thing. And like KP said, it was just like, win or lose, we do it together. And like, we really like, we don't care about losing. Like we just want to play together and fucking like, and just show that like, we can compete with them. They're not superhuman. We're all really good players. As long as we're confident in taking fights, we can win. And I think we showed that today. Obviously we didn't get the win, but we showed like a tremendous amount of promise. And I'm really happy with like, again, like how they fought and like they never gave up, which is really cool to see.
You're allowed to curse on this. This is not live broadcast, so please.
Yeah.
Last question goes to Pedro.
You guys mentioned about the preparation for LAN and hopes for a future LAN, and so this is a sort of pseudo follow-up to that. We've seen various Game Changers-esque events happening in other parts of the world, and so I'd like to know your thoughts about possibly seeing an international Game Changers event. What are your thoughts on that? And have you reached a point in which that kind of tournament is possible?
I think it'll be fun. An international event. Like, I think it's possible. Yeah, somewhere like not in the US or something. That'd be fun traveling around and play, and just like I bet the energy there would just be amazing. And yeah.
Yeah, didn't like CSGO female events go international too?
Yeah, it was like
I think the Valorant scene is a lot bigger than the CSGO one was, so I think
like
it's
hopefully
definitely
in the
possible.
future.
Yeah.
Like go up against the Asian teams I know are pretty good.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Shopify Rebellion. You guys kicked ass in this tournament, and it was a pleasure to get to see you all here at the press conference on the last day. Enjoy your off time and your other tournaments. And I don't know why I'm just drowning on. Anyways, fuck yeah. Have a great night. You guys deserve it. Good job. We'll see you next year.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.